This is Simon Bohr. I am aka Traplines, and I'm recording this for the Golden Hour. And I'm going to be reading a few poems today, some of which I read at the amazing, transcendent, the Golden Hour Toronto event this past weekend that I was so proud and so privileged to be a part of. So these first two are sister poems. They're both about growing up poor and angry in a poor and angry part of the world, and they're meant to be together. The 90s were, man, that was a time, right? We had some fun. We didn't let on, but we did have some fun. Did you know that in terms of cigarette, alcohol, sex, and drug crime, that we were the worst generation of all time? Kids have just been getting safer, and more conservative since we are the great cautionary tale. It was us, man. And we don't give what we did enough respect, and that kind of ruined the whole thing. I don't know. Anyway, here's two sister poems. I knew him, and punk rock never saved a goddamn thing. I knew him. Everybody knew him. He wore a mask when he walked in, but we all knew his clothes, his gait, his voice. There was about $340 in the till. Some people said he had a gun. I knew the cashier. She said it was a bread knife. He didn't leave town. They just went and picked him up. He went away for a while. He still goes to that same fucking McDonald's. Where else would he eat? We had a bottle of Cross Tops we bought off a trucker friend of an older brother, a bag of weed and a pipe made from cigarette foil and an inhaler. 2 hits of Jerry Garcia each. It had just stopped raining. It was warm that day, but warmer that evening. Garcia kicked in when we all stood watching the reflection in a mud puddle of a street lamp made into expanding rings of light by a steady drop from a power line overhead. We said genius things. We saw dinosaur tar pits. We talked our way into a rich kid's house party. We saw a fight outside Finnegan's Roadhouse, and we were not afraid. We smoked pot behind a billboard in a fellow vacant lot. That's when the cops came. The spot lit the tall grass around us. Telepathically, we froze and simultaneously thought, we're not the droids you're looking for. We heard them drive away. 'Cause how the fuck can you point a gun at Joey and Dawson and Pacey and Jen and Andy and Gail and Mitch and Bessie and Evelyn? We laughed church bells. Till they came back. Their car door opened and we ran, and I was a deer. I was a bird. I lay in the ravine waiting forever. My flesh decayed and my bones sank in the mud, turned rock, and became a cast of its former self for the museums of distant civilizations. And I heard my friends calling owl noises, all present, all safe, all unafraid. We walked in the mud. We climbed the ravine. We pounded on the back door of the KFC, and our dear friend Richard, he makes people call him hip-hop, our dear friend Richard sold us McCain freezer cakes for $1. We climbed the rusting ladder to the roof. Micho laughed. UFOs. Friend, I said, I think that's one of the, radio relay towers. No, dude. UFOs. Yeah, I see it now. Waiting till her fossils are ready. Punk rock never saved a goddamn thing. We smoked juice and weed a mescaline. We drank Listerine and did whippets on the swing bridge. We drank rum from the bottle on the grass amphitheater by the old mill. Where 1, 2 in the morning I stumbled on 2 good girl classmates that never said hello to or sleep in each other's doing morning arms. We drank NyQuil at school. I carried vodka in a water bottle. We grew headed skunk weed in the neighbor's woodlot. Heroin came to town sometimes, but I almost smoked those 2 times. We put meth in a broken light bulb after you wiped the frosting out. More importantly, we found a catering percolator at church garage sale that we filled for every practice. Punk rock did not save my life, but I still listen to my breath. The one that I wrote when I was 5, because I won first place at the county fair with it. It's called Stone. A stone is a rock. A rock is a stone. A pebble is a rock that hasn't quite grown. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, last one. And if you thought the other ones were rambly, then you haven't heard this one yet. Last night I dreamed I tried to speak and managed words that wandered and stood in doorways, thinking of nothing. Words owing everyone, debtors, not relations. I managed words that were city scum like I've been and narrowly am not. Words I spoke in unconsidered clothes, no other clothes to be had. Words in mangled running shoes, words with cotton chests, advertising futile things like sports and cans of soda. Jackets ill fit and hanging not for warmth, but to guard against dust, debris, and unexpected weather. Last night you spoke in words unencumbered with meaning. Words as plain and white as cotton sheets drying on the line. Words following the gusts and waving at the ground beneath them, soon content to be made into twist and legs unconscious. People came and went all around us last night, like us disheveled as flats packed in boxes, holes for nails, for hanging pictures, corners seeing the light of day, and all best efforts to use the space gone, and piled in heaps, and laid with paper and boxes stole from work, marked heavy books and glasses, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. People came and went all around us last night and had opinions. People came and went all around us last night and had opinions and felt one way or another as we touched in recognizable ways, condoned by propriety, unassailable, but ways your inconstant and devoted father would not mention. Even if you weren't gladly sleeping on the couch, because children need their own rooms, and separations make for generations of grateful refugees, camped out where politics cast them, building little churches for asylum from the empty halls of kangaroo courts. I left that place, but never shook the feeling that dedication and devotion never met, but imagined lives for one another. Pulled from the muffled words and actions heard through the walls, sounds of indeterminate love and pure. A 50-50 chance those sounds are love. A 50-50 chance of joy. A 50-50 chance of joy or terror. Clumsiness or rage. 50-50 abuse or affection. TV or company. 50-50 together or alone. Together or alone. And all the fears and fantasies they had pressing their ear to a glass to the wall are true. All those fears and fantasies are true. Okay, from my little room in my little apartment in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, that's it for me, Simon Bohr, aka Traplines. I'm on the internet if you want to talk to me or find out things. Thank you, Golden Hour.